It's time for Unique, Not Different right here on Now, where we're going to understand Braille.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to Unique Not Different with me, Shamla. And today I have Beverly Fitzallen, who was a guest a couple of weeks ago, telling her story of how she became a Braille and typing instructor. Today we have her in studio to talk about the Braille, understanding the Braille. But before we start that, let's begin by asking Beverly. Good morning, Beverly. How are
Good
you doing?
morning. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So Beverly, just before we begin, because I know you brought demonstration cards and stuff to just show us a little bit about the Braille, right, and understanding how it is read, right? Um, Now, how can you tell us quickly how you became this typing and Braille instructor?
Okay, so um, I'm really from South Trinidad, and after I completed secondary school, I used to do transcribing for the Trinidad and Tobago Blind Welfare Association, that is putting print text into Braille, where I had a voluntary reader. So we used to do textbooks for children who needed their books in Braille. And that is what I used to do in the meantime. And then in 1996, they asked me to teach Braille in South, which I took up the opportunity because I really didn't have anything else to do, and I was really feeling very frustrated at home. So I took it up, and from there, I um, I basically trusted in God to help me because I never taught Braille. I did use Braille in school. I've known Braille since the age of 6. So, yeah.
Yeah, and since you started, since you started being a typing and Braille instructor, right? What have you observed in terms of demand for, um, persons or students, even adults, demanding, understanding Braille and learning about the Braille system? What is demand like in Trinidad and
Okay,
Tobago?
the demand is, um, well, I would say great because I've taught persons, children, I've taught young persons, up to elderly persons, I've taught sighted persons, even persons who are doing special ed in UTT. I taught sighted persons who were just interested in learning Braille and knowing about it, and was very fascinated with, Braille and, seeing persons reading Braille. So it's in demand because we have a lot of blind persons who become blind, or persons who cannot read print, and Braille is a system we use to read and write, to communicate with others, or to be able to do documents or anything that we need to do in writing form.
Now, in terms of persons who are blind and visually impaired in the school system, the main school system, right? How is that, the main textbook translated, and how, for exams, for example, how that is translated into exam and writing of exams?
Yes. Well, for children who go to school, primary school and secondary school, as I said, the Trinidad and Tobago Blind Welfare Association, try to assist and help persons to get their books in Braille. And now that we have partnership with the library, Knowledge Library, where they also would assist through the treaty, where persons can get their print text into any print text into Braille, right? So persons who need books, not only secondary, secondary level or primary level, but also tertiary, or anybody who needs any text, print text in Braille can get that text in Braille.
So today you have what demonstration cards for us to just get, a visual, no pun
Yes.
intended, of, the grading system and how, and as a tutor, you can just show us some basics, right? So Natasha is in studio to support us with this in terms of pulling up the card. So can you tell us about, the first card and give us an understanding of the dots?
Sure. Okay, so
Yeah.
Braille really began with a guy called Louis Braille. He was a young blind person. He was born in France. He became blind at the age of 3, and he going to school, to the school for blind. When he actually started to go to the school for blind, they read raised print. That's what they used to do in the 18th century, right? And then, fortunately for them, someone from the army came and gave them a talk about a coded system he used for his soldiers. And Louis Braille took that coded system, well, he broke it down into 6 dots. And as you can see, I have a card here with 6 buttons, well, representing the 6 dots that we do. Now, if you know, like a dice that have these 6 dots, 1, 2, 3 on the left, going down, and 4, 5, 6 on the right, going down. This is how our Braille cell is. The Braille cell is basically the unit that we use with the different combination of dots to give us the letters, right? So as I said, 1, 2, 3, going down from left, going from top to bottom, we call the dots by numbers. So on the left, first dot is dot 1, below that, in the middle is dot 2, and below that, at the bottom is dot 3. To the right, on the top, is dot 4, then dot 5, below dot 4 on the right, and at the bottom is dot 6. So we have...
So how is that translated into letters?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you that now, right? So with the different combination, as I told you, Louis Braille came up with a system, right? He had 25 letters in the French alphabet. So when the English took it over, I should tell you all that they had to come up with something for W, because there's no letter W in the French alphabet, right? So I will show you all the letters. Now,
so we just have 3 minutes, so we could just go over the basics with us.
Yeah. With the 6 dots?
Yeah, how you prefer it.
Okay, right. So out of the 6 dots, as I told you, he took the four dots, 1, 2, 4, and 5 from the Braille cell, and he came up with the letters A to G. 1, 2, 4, and 5, and he came up with the letters A to G. Now the letters A to G don't have any dot 3 or any dot 6 from it, because as he continued to form the alphabet, he used dot 3 in the letters K to T, and also dot 6 from the letters U to Z, right? So A,
I think I have it wrong.
right, sorry, yeah. So, but Braille is really small. It's smaller dots and it's closer. So when you see me showing you these these dots in demonstration form, the dots are really closer and really smaller, right?
Right.
So A is dot 1.
Basically, when I saw Beverly, basically, because we are running out of time, but basically what I saw is that from the 6 dots, you take the 6 dots and as the placement and the number will make up the letter. Yeah?
Yeah, but okay. Right. So A is dot 1, B is 1 and 2, C is 1 and 4, D is 1, 4, and 5, E is 1 and 5, F is 1, 2, and 4, G is 1, 2, 4, and 5, H is 1, 2, and 5. I is 2 and 4, and we always read from left to right, the same way that you would do in print. And J is 2, 4, and 5, right?
Awesome. Yeah.
And then he took the letters A to J, and all he did is add dot 3 to the letters A to J to give you K to T. It's very simple. So A with dot 3 would give you K. B, which is 1 and 2, with dot 3 would give you L. C, with dot 3 would give you M. D, with dot 3 would give you N. E, with dot 3 would give you O. F, with dot 3 would give you P. G, with dot 3 would give you Q, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, H with dot 3 would give you R. I with dot 3 would give you S. And J with dot 3 would give you T. Then he took the letters U, V, X, Y, and Z and added dot 6 to that, and you got K. No, he took K, L, M, N, O, sorry, and he added dot 6 to K, L, M, N, and O, and he got U, V, X, Y, and Z. So K with dot 6 is U. Go ahead.
So Beverly, I know we are definitely out of that, but can you this has been, very knowledgeable, because I had no clue about Braille, but now I understand that Braille is about numbers and placement of
the combination of dots. Yeah.
right? Now, quickly, can you tell us how, if they're interested in learning the Braille, where they can who they can contact?
Okay, so as I said, I work at the Trinidad and Tobago Blind Welfare Association. So you can contact us at 624-4675. That is the Port of Spain branch on Duke Street. Or you can contact the head welfare officer at 395-3086. That's in South. Or the welfare officer in Santa Cruz, 366-3378.
Awesome. Beverly, I want to say thank you so much for coming and sharing this with us. I'm sure the viewers will definitely appreciate it. I definitely learned something today, and I sure persons in studio definitely did as well. So thank you so much. And I want to say reach home safe. And guys, with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to this week's segment of Unique Not Different. As I always say, be good, be good. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.